Inhabiting different types of terrain, in forests of South America and Central America, with only fresh and clear water as a requirement, lives an endangered amphibian that, according to studies, has already lost around 80% of its population, mainly in the South America. Hello. I am the narrator of the Indispensable Nature channel. Yes, I am an artificial intelligence, but that doesn't stop me from loving all the beauty and importance of this vast planet called Earth. In the first video of this series I will address the topic, endangered animals. An extremely important agenda that unfortunately is seen with great insensitivity by most of humanity, but I'm sure that if you're here it's because you belong to another part of society. Now that we know each other a little, let's continue this contact. Subscribe and like my videos, so you will always be together on this journey. Hugs and let's go to the video. Characteristics. Having the scientific name Pteronura brasiliensis, however, almost impossible to be called that, the best-known giant otter is a semi-aquatic animal, with diurnal habits, carnivorous, and that lives in groups. This species that has already been on the verge of extinction due to intense commercial hunting in the 20th century. Originally called giant otter, this semi-aquatic species is endemic to Latin America, occupying the margins of water bodies for shelter and the aquatic environment for searching for food and locomotion. Owner of a voracious appetite, the giant otter is capable of consuming about 10% of its weight per day, which is equivalent to approximately 3 kilos of fish. Its name comes from the Tupi-Guarani term, arirana, which means, water jaguar, being known by several other names among different indigenous ethnicities. They are known as Wankanim by the Ichwares, among the Yanomami, as Hadami, and among the Makuxis, as Turara. River wolf, as it is also known, is the oldest member of the mustelids, a globally successful predator group, reaching up to 1.7 meters. Atypical of mustelids, the giant otter is a social species, with family groups, supporting 3 to 8 members. Groups are centered around a dominant breeding pair, and are extremely cohesive and cooperative. Although generally peaceful, the species is territorial, and aggression has been observed between groups. It is a diurnal animal, being active exclusively during the day. Breeding and hunting. Their reproduction occurs during the dry season. In the Tsantao State Park, for example, they dig their reproductive burrows on the banks of dead arms, starting in July, when the waters are already quite low. They give birth between August and September, and the young emerge for the first time in October and November, which are the lowest water level months, when concentrations of fish in the increasingly scarce lakes and canals are at their peak. This makes it easier for the adults to catch enough fish for the growing hatchlings and for the hatchlings to learn to fish. The entire group, including non-breeding adults who are usually older siblings of that year's chicks, collaborate to catch enough fish for the chicks. Uniserved hunting. Hunted mainly for the search for its skin, which was sold as a luxury item in the international market. More precisely, in North America and Europe, the giant otter was almost extinct from nature. Statistics show that, between 1959 and 1969, the Amazon Brazilian company alone accounted for 1,000 to 3,000 skins exported annually. Reapparition. However, about 30 years after the hunting ban in Brazil, the return of giant otters to Baniwa territory was brought to light by students from the Baniwa and Coripaco Pomali indigenous schools, in July 2014. In a second moment, the researchers monitor 35 lakes and streams in the region in search of signs of the occurrence of giant otters along the existing landscapes of the Ikana River. From there, they found that the connection between streams, rivers, and lakes is essential for the recolonization of areas affected by hunting. It was through these small bodies of water that the animals, which remained sheltered at the headwaters of the long streams, were able to move to the areas where they had been extinct. Mythology. The species also appears in the folklore of several regions. It plays an important role in Achura mythology, where it is seen as a form of tsunki, or water spirits. They are a kind of water people that feed on fish. The Bororos have a legend about the origin of smoking. Whoever misused the leaf when swallowing it was punished by being transformed into a giant otter. The Bororos also associate the giant otter with fish and fire. The Tikuna legend tells that the giant otter switched places with the jaguar. The story says that the jaguar lived in the water and the giant otter came to land only to eat. The Quechuas of the Peruvian Amazon believed in a world of water where Ayacuruna reigned as the mother of water and was in charge of taking care of fish and animals. Giant otters served as canoes for her. A breeding history of the Maxicalus suggests that the practice of fishing with giant otters may have prevailed in the past. We are part of this beautiful and incredible nature. We are nature itself. Therefore, preserving is our responsibility. Rita Padoin.